How spooked are you?
I'm pretty spooked right now. I just feel scared.
See, but you're gonna go home.
Go home. I am.
You are home. You're gonna be here, and your husband's gonna come home, and you have each other. Everyone that lives with me is currently on a trip.
They're all gone?
They're all gone. There's one person left, but they're gonna leave, I think, tonight. So I'm all by myself.
Well, I mean, this couch.
Oh my god.
Big.
No, but I have to take my cat to the vet tomorrow. So I'm over here with responsibilities. But I'm scared.
So our Thursday episodes have been dedicated to just reading scary stories, like anecdotes, and also talking about stories that we've gone through
Scary
or people that we
experiences.
know. Right, exactly. So, Cheli,
Yes.
do you think continuing our paranormal activities, do you think that can fix your life?
TM, first of all. Yes, I do think it can.
Good. Welcome to an episode of the Book Fix podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli.
How did you feel about Paranormal Activity, the movie?
They're so scary.
Dude, I thought they were so boring.
I was so scared.
I was so bored.
I think I just get scared easily. I remember once you showed me a movie that you really liked. I hate that I forget the name of it. But it's the movie. There's several movies in it, and it's just one scary dude. It's a scary, big, scary
movies
dude.
in it?
I think there's 3. Sinister?
Oh, Sinister.
Sinister. I remember you showed me those movies while you were munching on Subway, having the time of your life, and I thought I was going to die.
I do love Sinister. There's 3? Oh, there are 3
There
of
are
them.
3. Mm-hmm. And you showed me all 3.
I don't remember the third one much.
You showed me all 3, and I remember there was one part I was so scared, and you were like, oh my God, I love this part.
Oh my God, masterpiece.
You're so funny in that sense because, like, you watch it, since you've already felt scared, you watch it with, like, a, wow, this is so
Like comfort. It's like, oh, love this moment.
Yes, it's so funny.
I don't know why I'm like that. It's weird.
I love that for you. I love that for you so much. I've seen scary movies with you when it's been our first time watching it together, and we
Dude,
do both get spooked.
I wish you were with me when I watched Hereditary for the first time because I felt so alone. My husband was not scared at all. He was just like this, like, when are the spooks gonna happen?
Oh my God.
And I was like, I'm terrified.
You watched it for the first time recently, actually.
Yeah.
Now that I think
I
about
had
it.
never seen it before.
Can I just say, I don't, if you edit this, please maybe add it onto like a clip. Don't add it now. Oh my God, I'm so scared. You know the ending?
I'm not adding shit.
The ending?
I'm not adding the ending, girl.
The song that plays?
They can look it up.
They can look it up. Hereditary? Ooh, look that up. That's all you gotta look up. The ending song, I can hear it in my head. And when I would hear that song, it would immediately trigger me. I was so scared.
I'm scared.
And I think that's what that movie does well. Because although that song was only played once, it kind of became like a really beautiful like motif for like the whole story.
Yeah.
Because it portrays something that's kind of, it's sad, it's bittersweet, and it's horrifying. Like, it portrays it all in that one, and mostly that last note that becomes a little discordant. Is that the word for it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell
that and I hated it too because I don't know if you remember, that song became a meme for months. It became a meme for months. And I was like, why am I having to relive my nightmare with that dude in the meme going like, do you remember the
Yeah.
dude? Scary. Horrifying movie. That director, amazing.
I never want to see it again.
You wouldn't watch it with me?
No, I'm sorry. I love you, but no.
Oh my God. I've seen that movie once, I think. And I remember it so well. And Midsommar.
I watched that with you for the first time.
Oh my gosh. That's so scary. I love that movie so much and I will watch it. But there are certain scenes that I cannot look at.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since we saw it. I kind of want to watch it with my husband because he's never seen it.
You should.
He won't get scared though.
Really?
He doesn't get scared.
Oh my God.
It pisses me off. Quick, everyone, comment down below the scariest movie you've ever seen.
Oh my God. I would love that. Please. I get scared so easily though. So you could say literally anything. The Halloween episode for SpongeBob. I'm like,
dude, that was so scary. The Ashley, the slashling, the smashing.
me right now. I'm like, oh my god.
Nosferatu. I didn't know who the hell Nosferatu was.
I didn't either.
I'm like, who is this bitch?
Dude, I am so scared, but I'm so ready for us to finally talk about some paranormal subreddits.
Okay, but first, we did get a comment.
Oh, can I share my story?
Oh, yes, first share your story, and then I want you to read it.
So I posted a TikTok. It was a while back, and it was about this dream I used to have. These reoccurring dreams. I did preface this by saying I know who the dream man is. I've never seen him in my dreams, and he will never be in my dreams. It's fortified in there. You need to have you need to have a pass or an ID to get in.
There is security.
Dream man will never break through these walls. Oh my gosh, I'm locked in. Okay, no, that's not who I saw. So when I was younger, I used to have these dreams with this guy, and he was an older man, and he would just come to my dreams, and he would come in like very weird dreams, and then afterwards would ask me what I thought about my dream, kind of to give me like a moral to what I was feeling. And one specific one I remember was me watching my parents' wedding on my main street where I live. And I was in the Scooby-Doo mystery machine with the entire gang of Scooby-Doo.
Of course.
And Scooby was driving, and he ran over my parents.
Oh, my God.
And the guy, the reoccurring man, was there, and afterwards asked me, like, how did that make you feel? And I had to, like, talk about it. But he would come to my dreams a lot, but it was never, like, maliciously. It was just to check on me. And it wasn't until my junior year when I started to think more deeply about college. I told him what I was planning to do. Like, I was planning to go to college and all that. Yeah. And then he just told me, like, oh, this is the last time you're going to see me. And then it was.
Ew, I hate that.
I told you this before, right?
I know, but it's still gross.
It's still gross. What do you think?
You think he was like your guardian angel?
You think so?
I don't know.
I would think so. But why is it like, what if I needed him at 24? Like, what? Why did he leave when I was 16?
I needed you now, actually. Last week was rough.
Yeah. So, like, it's a little weird. But you said someone left a comment?
Oh, yes. But first, do you remember what they looked like?
The dream man? He just looked like a white guy. He looked older. And he just looked like a regular dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Short brown hair. Some dude you can approach. I don't know how to explain it.
Like a basic man, I guess.
Yeah. It was not the dream man.
So, somebody left a comment on our episode, Who's Holding My Kid's Hand? And it's basically their experience, or an experience that they went through. I'm not sure. I haven't read it. This is the first time we're both reading it.
Can I read their first comment, though?
Oh,
and they wrote, came here from the Dream Man Scooby-Doo short, girl. But you know what? It was probably just another part of your own personality talking yourself through the data dump that sleep is. Science theorizes that's what all dream people are. Manifestations of ourself. Still pretty creepy, though. Thank you. It is a little reassuring hearing that it was just myself. Because I feel like it was.
That makes more sense now.
Yeah. Why was it a man?
Yeah, a white man at that.
I know. Okay. Since y'all asked to be spooked, here are my creepy kid stories. When my daughter was almost 3, we were driving down the road when she asked if I remembered the last time when she saw the mommy and our skin was different. I repeated it to make sure I understood, and she goes, yeah, but then the car was burning, and now we woke up here. The chills. She had night terrors since being just a baby. I don't get that paragraph. She asked if I remembered the last time when she was the mommy. Okay.
Maybe she's talking about a past life.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
When she was the mommy and our skin was different.
Yeah.
I repeated it to make sure I understood, and she goes, yeah, but then the car was firing, and now we woke up here.
Oh,
so it's like
they reincarnated. Oh my God, it's scary.
She had night terrors since being just a baby. Same general time frame, my older child, boy, began seeing shadow people that looked like the stick figures from the crosswalk signs. He said they walked through his room and out of his wall, but never bothered him. Only sometimes they would look over at him in the room, but kept walking. I also saw a swirly, blobby, dark mass moving along our living room wall, and then I got up to use the bathroom one night. That one I blamed on being half asleep, but looking back at all of it together, I don't know. Those are the major spooks, but I have the other small things. I get random thoughts that seem to be not like native to my mind, if that makes sense. And more than once, they've been a little bit predictive of things. Intuition, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, enjoyed listening to you girls' show. Subbed, and we'll check back in those Thursday stories.
Aw.
You're so sweet.
That's sweet.
It's Love Shows. Hello. Love Shoves 1825.
Oh my God, that was really sweet.
That's so scary.
The reincarnation one messes me up because I've read of other kids having like that same experience where they can tell you exactly like what era they were from, where they lived, like, you know, information that they can't just like Google because they're so young also.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how I would react to that.
You didn't think about that when you were a kid?
What?
Reincarnation?
No? Girl, I was playing with my brats.
Dude, I would think about that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I remember being elementary school age. I don't remember what age. But I would always try to sit there and remember who I was.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. And oh my God. I thought that was just something everyone did.
No, I think about that more now, like as an adult. Like, I think...
Hell no. That's the broom. That's the mop. That's what I'm talking about. Hell no.
My heart literally did drop.
You're okay. You're okay.
Okay, anyway. What were we saying?
Oh, we were talking about me doing that as a kid, and you said you do that more as an adult.
I do that more as an adult, but I stopped myself because honestly, I don't want to know. Like, I don't think we're meant to know, like, what the hell happened in our past life.
I don't think so.
Don't influence me.
I don't think so either. But as a kid, I remember sitting there and I was like, if I think hard enough, I'll remember.
And did you?
I remember it was obviously my imagination, me being a skeptic. It was obviously my imagination. But I do remember I always was like, a farm and a lot of wheat and just like it growing very where the red fern grows style. Yeah. And I would always think about that. And I'd be like, when I come back to this, maybe I'll remember it later. But then, like, I don't know if you did the same thing, but I used to do this thing as a kid where I would remember something or I would think about a moment and then I would be like, I'm going to think about this day 5 years from now. And I'll go back and think if I remember what I thought this day. And I still do that to this day. I always think to myself, like, oh, I'm going to think about how I feel right now and try to remember how I feel 3 years from now.
That is so weird.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I've always done that.
Not weird. It's just like...
Interesting.
It's interesting because I have such a bad memory. So I can't imagine being like, what did I do on this exact Friday last year?
No, it's funny because I remember those moments where I'm like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. And me going like, what the frick was I was not. Yeah. I don't even remember what I was doing that day. Mm-hmm. But I used to do that so much. But yeah, the whole reincarnation
So you would just mentally remember, or would you write it down?
No, I would just think to myself, like, what I'm feeling right now is so important. In 3 years, I'm going to remember exactly what I'm feeling right now.
So you would remember?
No, I don't know why I would tell myself that. It would just be kind of like I'm putting like a little bookmark
like
on my brain. But I would constantly do that when I would think about reincarnation. I'd be like, in a few years from now, I'm going to think about this. And when I'm older, maybe I'll know more.
Like you'll unlock something. I mean, I do get the feeling of deja vu. And I don't know if that's what that is, but I don't know.
That's so scary. I think what scares me from that story is the fact that little girl said, remember the car smoke.
Oh, God.
And now we're here. But I was the mommy.
And our skin was different.
Why would you say that? You're grounded.
Don't tell me that. Oh, hell no. That's why I don't want to have kids. What if they start speaking like that? Like,
I'm never, if my girl starts growing her hair, no, she won't.
What?
Hair can cover her face. spooky way when she's standing across the hall from me? No, thank you. No, thank you.
I think about all the times that I would go up to my mom and she was like in the deepest sleep, and I would go up to her and I'd be like, Mom. She would like jerk up, and I'd be like, can I go get some water? My poor mother is like, yeah, just go.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I can't. You know what's funny too? I think shorter hair horror kids is scarier than longer hair horror kids.
What do you mean?
Discuss.
What do you
Shorter hair is scary.
Okay, elaborate. Why?
Babadook, little kid with short hair.
I thought you meant like the ghost child had short hair.
That too. That doesn't scare you? That to me is a little scary.
No, the long hair is scary because they hide their face in it.
No, but then I just don't have to look at them. They just have their hair in their face. Wait, look at me right now. Look at me right now, okay?
Gorgeous.
What about now?
Scary. I'm scared.
The mention about the shadow people that the boy sees.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that is. Because to me, it feels like a kid, but she did say it's her older one. But it feels like a kid whose imagination and sleep deprivation, because he probably like plays a lot of games, you know?
Yeah.
It just hits at the same time. But it's weird that it stops to look at him.
Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Oh, I bet your children are beautiful. But I'm so scared.
I'm so scared. Have you ever...
Have I ever seen the shadow people?
Seen
the shadow people?
Have you ever?
No. And I never want to.
I would always see like black silhouettes. But again, it's like you said, sleep deprivation possibly. But also I would see them when I was like waking up.
Can I tell you, I just remembered something. When I was a teenager,
not that long
my
ago.
sister, thank you. And my sister was already off at college. I used to sleep we traded rooms because she had a desktop. And I don't know why I thought it was easier to move my whole room instead of moving her computer over. I was like, no, I'm just going to take her whole room. So I took her whole room plus her desktop. And I always used to leave it on at night because I didn't like sleeping in silence. So I always either sleep with the fan on or the desktop would be in sleep mode. And I can hear the whirring of the monitor or like whatever. I remember it would always sound like very slow whirring, and it was nice. It was fine. But there was this one night, it was randomly like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I just heard it turn off, but it was very much a
Ew.
like it just
I'm sorry. I'm just like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I didn't either, obviously. Me, a teenager. Oh my God, pull out my Bible. It's all dusty. I know.
You make the sound.
I think about that. And I was like, maybe it just did like an update.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m.
I think I think it was an update. Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think it was anything weird, actually.
Okay, thank you. Me neither.
Okay, let's do a second. Let's do a Reddit.
Okay, thank you for sending that.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate you. This comes from the Paranormal Forum. It's titled Unexplained Experience in Old Dorm Room.
Okay.
It says, this story goes back to 2013 while I was in college in the fall semester during finals testing. With finals testing toward the end of the year, everyone left the university for the holidays as soon as their last final was complete. I say this to set the stage as to why the dorm building was nearly empty. This dorm complex is as was originally built in 1939 with renovations throughout the years, but very much still with the same guts. Rooms were small with 2 bunk beds with desks below them, 1 small closet, and a sink area. Oh my God, did we go to the same school?
I know.
During one of the last days of testing, I was one of the few people left in my floor. It wasn't usual for me to stay up too late to study late, but usually never stayed up awake as late as that night in my dorm room. Oh my God. Where was I?
In my dorm room.
as I would study at the library on a normal late night. As I was up studying on my desk around 2 a.m., I started hearing some noises in my closet. Kind of sounded like the hangers moving. I didn't have any clothes on my hanger since I had packed most of my clothes to head home after my last final. Anyway, I ignored it and tried to continue to study. The noise progressively got more frequent and louder, but I tried to ignore it and justify it as maybe it was old plumbing or old heating system. As I ignored it, I started to hear what sounded like scratching on my room door. I continued to ignore it a couple of times till the scratching sounded louder and more aggressive. I finally got up and went to check the hallway to see if maybe someone was messing around with me, but no one was there and the hallway lights were off. The hallway lights are motion activated. As I checked the area, I felt a strong unease feeling take over my body, so I immediately left my room. Ended up going to a buddy in the building that I knew was still there, told him what happened, and asked if I could crash in his room. I took my test the following day and left that same day. Never had the courage to stay up that late the following semester and eventually left that dorm. What do you think about that, Cheli? Scratching. Ever heard scratching?
While you were reading that, I'll be honest, I had a lot of weird experiences in my dorm my second year.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were real experiences. So I'm not going to talk like actual people.
Oh,
so I'm not
gonna talk for that.
I'm not going to talk about it in respect if it was a real person.
Oh. What if it wasn't?
I think it was. I could tell you about it later. But I think I did tell you about it when it happened, actually.
You probably did.
But I think it's so scary when you're alone. And I think that it's interesting that every time something feels paranormal, it's like our body knows it's wrong.
Yeah.
Like the unease of it. It's crazy to me that it hits. You know what I mean?
It's almost like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not experiencing this. It's something else. Like a movie.
Because you know you shouldn't be, is what I think it's scary.
Yeah.
I hate it because you don't know the intention of what's there. That's what I don't like.
But I feel like you kind of have that feeling, right? Like, I think your intuition would tell you, like, this is not feeling too good. The vibes are off. I gotta go. That's just what I would assume.
What would you do? Because you had a car in college. If you heard that the night you were going to move.
I think I would have left. I mean, don't you remember that the dorm room that I would... Can I say that again? Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember the dorm room that I was living my first year in college? They said that the building next to it, it was abandoned. There was nothing there. So, and it was literally like right next to it.
Yeah.
So I slept in the dorm that was almost closest to that building. And there was this one night that I called you and we talked until 5 a.m. because like that was my first time staying alone.
Yeah.
I never heard or saw anything, but I was scared that I would. Like, I was so scared.
Well, also, wasn't your school known for being haunted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But I never saw anything.
That's so crazy that you didn't. Because I know 2 other people that went to that school, and they did hear things.
See, here's the thing. I love being oblivious. Like, I love, like, I'm really good at tuning things out. So even if I did hear something, no, I didn't.
Do you remember the roommate story you told me about?
Oh my God, which one?
I don't know if you want to share this one. The toaster one?
Oh, ew. I don't like that one.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't
at the dorms?
It wasn't at the dorms. That was when I was living at an apartment and the lights went out. So we were all sharing, like, if anyone had any scary stories. And one of my roommates did mention that they saw, like, they were making breakfast for themselves, I think. And it wasn't at that apartment. I think it was when they were back home. I don't remember exactly, but they saw, like, almost like a demonic face
in the
reflection of the toaster. Yeah.
Which was interesting because you told me that roommate was like a full-on atheist.
Oh, yeah. Like, so atheist, which I don't care either way. But,
yeah.
But, so I do remember that I asked this one person that saw this demonic face in the toaster. I was like, well, like, as an atheist, like, what do you think
that was?
Like, what do you think that was then? I don't remember the response, but
I remember you telling me that she, no matter what she thought, she knew what she saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was very, very confident that it was
a face.
A face looking back at her.
In my toaster?
Ugh, not in my. I would throw that toaster away.
Not at my home.
I have an air fryer.
That's why
thank God.
I don't even have mirrors in my house. I'd be so scared.
Did you ever hear or read about like people avoiding having mirrors facing their bed because apparently it was like a portal or some shit?
I didn't know that until I read it one night. Me, full ass mirror facing me. I had to wake up, put my baby blanket covering because I was like, heck no, they're not taking me tonight.
Dude, I had 2 mirrors. One on this side,
yeah.
one on the other side.
Oh my God, you're right.
I had a never-ending portal.
I know.
Canceled each other out. That's why. That's why it was good.
They tried pulling you on one side, it just loops you back in. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's so scary. Why are we scaring each other right now? Why are we doing that?
I don't know.
I had a long day at work and we're getting scared.
I don't know, but I mean, it's spooky season. It's fine.
It's not fine. I'm scared.
Be honest. Do you actually love spooky season? Be honest.
Okay, is this honesty time? Okay.
Honesty hour.
I think every time that we filmed for spooky season, I've never felt ready for it. Because...
Well, I thought you were more ready this time around.
I was, and I love the way we filmed it. Mm-hmm. I think the way we're doing things now, and I also told myself, even if I'm having a bad day, I'm not going to let it show. I'm going to just, because if you know, this time of year is really hard on kids. So then they become really tough to deal with. And that would sometimes come with me when we would film. So I'd be over here, we'd be talking about well, I don't think it happened in the horror because that was different because that was when we were filming remote. But like when we talked about Slewfoot, I really, really liked that book. But I remember that day specifically, I was having a bad day. And that entire spooky season, you would always bring up like, man, you're not feeling this. And I would feel so bad because I'd be like, I do want to feel it. But it's like, it's hard to read such a sad book and have a bad day.
Yeah.
You know? So I kind of framed it. And I think I've gotten to a point where now work is easy, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's hard in its own way because now I have more to do, but it is easy. And so now that I'm thinking like that, and now that we structure the way we're filming, it feels a lot better.
Yeah, I can definitely tell the difference.
Thank you.
It was hard last spooky season because I felt like every time you would walk in the door, it'd just be like,
I'm so sorry.
Queen, no, don't apologize. It's okay.
I will say...
Pick your head back up.
Oh, thank you, Queen. Thank you. My crown. I will say, too, I was in a weird space last year because I was going through I don't think I like where I work for the entire year.
Through the whole year.
Oh, my God.
It took you the last day of work.
The last day, I was like, I think I like this little life.
I actually kind of... Wait, I think I belong here.
I think that's really changed my mindset. And now that my mindset has changed, I think it reflects on when we film.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you feel it. Maybe I don't want to jinx it. I feel like since 2025 has started, our episodes have kind of been bangers.
Yeah.
You feel
non-stop. Non-stop
right?
bangers.
Non-stop.
The goofs and the gaffs don't stop here.
And the spooks.
Oh,
I feel like this spooky season, I am more scared than I ever have been. So
I don't know. I feel like last season... No. Were we scared last year?
We
scared once?
We talked about some pretty scary stories, but I don't remember getting...
that scared.
Yeah. Because sometimes when I get scared, I don't know if you notice when it happens to me, but I start to disassociate.
I notice.
Because I'm just kind of like, okay, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Oh my God, I'm in it.
A minute. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
so
it.
I have to drag myself out. That's just me.
Fighting demons.
I know, fighting the demons inside. I try not to, but it happens a lot to me when I get scared. So.
Yeah, and I think you could also tell, like, if I'm disassociating as well.
I can tell in you because I feel like when you get scared, you like to make eye contact.
I like to make eye contact in general.
No, but I think when you get scared, you like to make eye contact. Like, I think that's You don't think so?
Oh.
Anytime you get scared, you look at me.
Like in a...
No, like next time, go watch a movie with your husband and see when you get scared. You're gonna look at him. That's what you do.
Oh my God. You're reading me to filth right now. Interesting.
What if I don't?
What if I just don't look at you ever again? Then what? Okay, let me try to find our last one. Ew! Sorry. Okay, here, you read it.
Okay. A long one.
It's not long. Come on.
A drag queen.
A drag queen.
No, I'm the queen of drag.
Dude, he was so scared. Dude, I would have been sweating too.
I love that video.
He like looked at everyone like, cut the cameras, cut the cameras.
Have you seen that video of RuPaul where they're like, if I'm gonna say spaghetti, you're gonna get spaghetti. Love carbs. I love that. That's so powerful.
Damn, now I want spaghetti. Fuck. Remember when you made us spaghetti?
I do remember that.
That was so nice.
I wish I cooked for you more when you were over there.
I wish I cooked for you at all.
We ate out a lot when you were over there.
I just eat out too much. Okay.
It's okay. We'll cook over the summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Next time. We have a lot of time. I'm sorry. That's my only free time.
The literal moment when we both realized, like, it's literally over.
This comes from NS 2007, 1709, who says, it's titled, The Handprints on the Wall. It was 4 years ago, back when I was in class 8. Ooh, the UK.
Ooh.
Okay. Just before the lockdown changed everything. Our school had a particularly quiet room, unused most of the time and avoided by most students. No one really liked going in there, but on that day, something happened that none of us could forget. On the walls of the room, we suddenly noticed handprints. Not one or two, but several. The strange part was there was no possible way for someone to have left them. The room was locked most of the time, and when it wasn't, no one stayed inside long enough. The walls had been cleaned before, but now those prints seemed to appear out of nowhere. They weren't playful marks, like something a student would make. They looked natural. They looked natural, almost like they had been pressed there with purpose, as if someone or something was trying to reach out from the other side. The story spread quickly among students. Everyone whispered about it in the corridors. Some said it was just a trick of dust and dampness. Others believed it was a sign of something supernatural. Teachers dismissed the idea, but even they seemed uneasy whenever the room was mentioned. Not long after, the school renovated the section. The mysterious room was redone, painted fresh, and even fitted with CCTV cameras, as though to watch over something hidden in its walls. To this day, I still wonder what left those handprints. A prank, a coincidence, or something none of us could ever explain.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I'm still kind of digesting that. I just feel like I'm confused. So were the handprints showing up while you're standing there?
The handprints were already there. When they went to go check, all of a sudden one day they were there. But the way it sounds like they were explaining it was they weren't pressed in. It was as if someone was on the other side of the wall pressing out.
It. Oh, okay. I think it would be scary if I was standing there and seeing handprints just show up in front of me. I would be scared.
But if the handprints were already there, you wouldn't be?
See, like, I would just rationalize it. I'd be like, dang, kids.
But imagine, like, okay, same. But imagine going into a room that you know no one uses. And you've been in there before, but you know no one uses it. So it's just kind of whatever. And then you just see a handprint that looks like it's facing outwards.
I don't like that.
You know what I mean? So, like, how would that have happened?
Yeah.
If it's facing outwards.
They're portals.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Never mind. I can't face backwards. I was like, this can never happen. I'm so dumb.
Yeah, I kind of had that idea too, but I didn't want to say
the idea
anything.
of I feel like the way they're making it seem made it seem like it was pushing out, though.
Like, what do you mean? Like this?
Like with emphasis on the pushing part. But how would you know? You know what I mean?
You would know because it's like the whole hand is pressed onto the glass.
I know, but then like you could just press your hand on the glass. You know
There's
what I mean?
a difference, though.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you just like put your hand on something, you're not gonna get the whole outline of the hand. You're just gonna get a little bit, like right, like this. You know what I mean?
Okay, scientist queen, go off. But I feel like
Here, let's do a study.
I
know. We changed the concept of the
we're in like freaking lab coats.
You're like, as you can see on the whiteboard.
Welcome to the book Tricks, where we try out some tricks. I am scared of the idea of the fact that it's trying to come out of a wall. That's what freaks me out.
I think I would be scared if I was just seeing handprints just show up, but I don't think that I don't know. Like, okay, if I frequented this room, like, and it was just me, like, let's say it's my office. Like, it's just my office. Nobody ever goes into this office. And then one day I walk in and there's a bunch of handprints on what though? Oh, on the wall. That would kind of freak me out.
Yeah.
Because it's like no one's ever in this room except me.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Not a spooky story at all, at least for me. When I was a little kid, my brother taught me how to, when we were outside, we used to have this little kiddie pool. And so with water, he taught me how to put my fist on the floor and put my fingers so it looked like there was a footprint on the floor. Have you ever done that before?
No.
It's super easy to do. But I remember I loved doing it because I was like, oh, it's a little footprint. So I would just make it look like it was walking, and it's just my hands.
Yeah.
And there was this one time when I was getting out of the shower, it was like steamy inside. So I got my hands and I did it to the mirror, and I just like, I left them there. And it dried out, whatever, you know, it's fine. But because they were once there, my mom was readying her shower, and they slowly started to appear because I had just done it. And she ran out and like called my dad, like, come quick, there's something crawling on their mirror, oh my gosh. And she was so scared. She sounded like she wanted to cry, and my dad was trying to like, it could have just been anything. It could have been, no, it's a little kid is walking on our mirrors. And then I was like, oh, that was me, look. And I made one, and she was like, oh my God.
She's like, you almost gave me a heart attack.
Shut up. That's so funny.
God, that's hilarious. I get why you say not scary for you.
It was horrifying.
But for her, it was super scary.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I would be that scared with this handprint thing. It could have been anyone. Mostly at like a school. Kids are kids.
Well, yeah, at a school. But if you're at a place where like nobody should be in there except for you.
And there's one handprint. Yeah, that's kind of gross.
What if they like did a heart? Would that be better?
Oh, okay, that changes everything.
They put Cheli plus.
Oh hell Ghost. No! I'm out of there. I know. Hell no! That's so scary.
Sorry.
I would hate if something from beyond knew my name.
Oh my God, your full government legal
full
biological name?
Cheli the Book Fix. I would hate that.
At the Book Fix Pod.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I would hate that too. No.
What if ghosts can
can like, comment, and subscribe?
I was like, what if they could send us messages
from beyond the grave?
Hey, this is Terry from 6 Feet Under. Just want to say, love the pod.
But just want to say, love the content.
You know what's spooky to me?
What?
This isn't connected really to spooky season, but kind of to spooky season. My biggest fear when I was a little kid was getting buried alive.
Oh, yes. I'm very claustrophobic too.
I don't remember what movie it was, but there was one movie specifically that had to do with that came out when I was a teenager. It literally, the whole movie just had to do in the coffin. Like, that's all it was.
So was it a guy trying to get out?
Yes,
I think I have seen it.
And I know it wasn't a good movie, but because that was so specific to my fear, I was like, why would they make this?
Why would they make this to scare me?
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate the idea of knowing that no one will save you. Mm-hmm. That's so
But I mean, there's plenty of videos telling you how you can escape. You just gotta...
So, oh my God! The freaking...
And then when the dirt comes in, you have to push it towards your feet. Oh. You know what I mean? It's like you're
create a hole
undigging.
and you're like,
and you're pushing it. You use your feet, push the dirt.
And the best thing you can do is when the grave people who clean at night are there, you stretch your hand out like a zombie.
Yeah, and so they can
do the. I'm back.
It's a thriller.
I know. That's so scary though. But then you have to open your coffin. Do they have handles on the inside? Just in case, porque una nunca sabe. One never knows.
Like if you get stuck in your trunk of the car. And
they have the little thingy now.
No, I don't think they do, unfortunately.
I'm going to request.
That's why I don't want to be buried, because I'm scared.
I hope there's a handle in my urn.
Just make sure. My God.
Because what if I'm fine?
Just walk it off.
I know.
You're fine. No, I'm good. I'm scared.
You're good?
I'm scared.
You're too scared.
What would you do if your family?
I got scared.
Let me finish.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm not going to look at you.
What if your family's job was in the mortuary?
No, thank you.
What if but you had to? Like, what if I
had to go?
No,
and they were watch the body, and I'm like. Oh
no, God. What if they're like, mija, this, this line of work has been in the family for generations.
Oh my God, I'm out.
I have to take that mantle.
I'm out.
What if one day they're like, mija, we want to take a vacation. Can you handle the bodies?
Well, that's kind of what my cousin's going to be doing in her line of work.
Oh my God.
So she's going to have to get used. I know that, if I'm remembering correctly, I think she's going to have to work with cadavers when she gets to the later stages, which is something that professionals have to do in order to get used to bodies.
Right.
But that's scary to me.
I think I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm too scared.
I'm too scared of blood because I've had to work with blood at work, and you have too. Actually,
oh my God, yes.
You've probably developed a thicker skin since then.
You would think, but there were some wounds that I was like, oh my God, am I really cleaning this up right now?
Oh God.
It was pretty bad. Some of them were bad.
Okay, but
the burns were pretty bad.
But isn't there something satisfying when you would clean it correctly, though?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Wait, I'm back.
You're good.
Sana colita de rana.
Well, I can walk. It's like that miracle. That's crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, they let me go because they didn't want that little sweet kiss at the end. Crazy.
It's crazy. I gave it with love and everything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you did that. I can't.
Oh, I thought you said it accusatory. I
can't believe you didn't
kiss their wounds.
No, I can't believe you dealt with that. Because I hate blood.
That feels like another lifetime, honestly.
It does. And I feel like for me, I had 2 situations where I had to work with a lot of blood at my job.
I remember.
And for one of them, I didn't have time to put on gloves. I just had to be there. Mm. And I remember going to the bathroom after, and I looked at my hands, and I was like, this is so disgusting. Mm. This is so gross.
Yeah. No offense.
No offense. Yeah.
Was it an out-of-body experience for you? I can't believe this is literally...
Yes, because it was one of those experiences. I saw myself shaking, and I could hear myself breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was weird. And I remember my cousin, I had picked her up from college, so she was waiting for me in my house. Mm-hmm. And when I went home, I was just kind of like, dude, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
At least now you know that you can't handle that. Because some people, go to medical school
thinking
they can handle that.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not for me.
Thank you. Next.
To everyone listening to us in audio form, whether that be Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on, thank you so much. If you can please leave a rating and a review recommending us our next read, that would be amazing.
And if you're searching for an extra way to support us just a little bit more, we do have a Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/bookfix. But if you're not looking for something that's monthly, we do also have Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
Thank you. If you are watching us, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we post you're so cute. We post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to follow us on our social media or even find our book clubs, that would be amazing. You can go check that out on Linktree, linktr.ee/thebookfix. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye. I think I'm at my spook level.
Yeah, you're all spooked out.
I'm all spooked out. I think I'm at a point of no return right now, and I kind of just want to sit with you.
Yeah. Braid our hair.
Yeah.
Paint our nails.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was actually going to come. I painted my nails so quickly. I don't know if you can notice, but because I did it so quickly, I didn't even let them dry.
Oh no.
They
still look good.
Thank you. This side came out okay. But this side I was like, whatever. If it messes up, it messes up. It's not like the camera will catch it. But
it's dark in here anyway.
It's dark and it's spooky. But I was going to bring my nails just with the base coat because I wanted you to paint my nails.
Aww.
But
that's so
okay.
cute.
It's okay. We haven't done that for each other.
We haven't.
Oh, it's okay. We'll do it one day. Are your nails long?
No, I had to cut them because
such good
they broke.
Nail beds though.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
My sister.
Did you just steal my energy?
I just took it.
You just took my energy.
I'll give it back.
That's some voodoo shit right there. Some black magic. You know what? Cut the cameras.